Okay, we're back, and I'm going to show you the next thing if you're ready to try something else besides the hearts. They're a fun thing. I've cut out, I decided to do it springtime, so I cut out a shape of a little bird, and then I'll put a little wing on there as well. I'll show you how to do that. The next thing is how to design your own. When you're doing this, start with something very, very simple. I'm going to do an apple. So I started cutting this out and then I forgot I wanted to show you first. So what I did is I just drew an apple with pencil, and then I did a stem and a leaf, and I got a little worm sticking out here. So once you've drawn your picture and you have it the way you want it, then what you do, and this is the same concept. I do this with a lot of the felt costumes that I make. So if you remember last year for the Lion King, this is the same method that I used when I made the Zazu headpiece and also the hyena faces. So what I did is I drew each one out first, so I had it the way I wanted it, and then I traced out each piece layer by layer until it was the way I wanted it. So next we've got our apple, and we want to trace it out, but I don't want to lose my apple shape because I need these shapes. So what I'm going to do is I get another piece of cardstock and I trace out the biggest shape here, which is the apple. And I'm not tracing the stem or the leaf or the worm. So I've got a couple gaps here, so I'm just going to fill those in. And there's my shape for my apple. So I will write on there, just so I don't get confused, apple cut 2, because I want 2 pieces. I want a front and a back. And sometimes if I'm working with colors, I'll write down colors, but I'll just write red. So then that. Next, now I'm going to cut my little pieces. So I'm going to cut the stem, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than it is here because I actually want it to overlap on my apple. And then I'm going to cut out the leaf. And then I'm going to cut out the little worm. And I can save these scraps if I want it for any other little pieces I might need. So then I'm going to write on them so I know that they're not scraps. So apple stem and cut 2, apple leaf, cut 2, worm, cut 2. Now, conveniently enough, I didn't cut out a bird wing because I knew that this apple leaf would be a good shape for a bird wing for this one. So I'm going to save that for later too. So now I've got my pieces for the apple. So I'm going to use, I've got red, it's bright green, and I'm going to use this other darker green here. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the heart. I'm going to fold this in half. Sometimes there's some sticky things here. Get rid of that. Oh. See, this fits if I do it this way. That way I might be able to get a smaller apple on this one and not waste it all. So, now I'm going to trace around my pieces. It's okay if it's not perfect. It's just enough so that you can see it. Where did my scissors go?
That one is folded so that she has 2 cuts.
I folded it in half so that I'm cutting 2 at the same time. Because that way you get them the exact same shape rather than trying to fit 2 separate shapes together. So I've got 2 reds. Now I need 2 little worms. And these little details I drew on with the face. I drew a little face and stuff. You can put that on or not. But I will probably use some thread and just, if you wanted to, you could get a marker and just draw it on if you didn't want to sew it. But I will probably use some thread and make the lines with some thread, kind of like drawing with thread. Or you could just as easily draw with the marker. Markers sometimes bleed, which makes it, they go kind of fuzzy. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did with this one, is flip it around. Oh, whoops, I did that wrong. This way. So I don't see the pen. Get rid of that. I'm going to do my apple leaf here. Trace it around. Cut it out. Now I've got my stem. So I've got my pieces. So now I've already got green thread on this, so I might as well just start with the worm. Now, if you are going to, actually that's almost too much the same color. If you're going, let's do the leaf first. If you're going to do any type of stitching, like nose, mouth, or anything on the worm, I'm gonna knot it. You want to do that. Let's see if I want this to be, I'm just gonna trim this. It's a pointy worm. If you're gonna do the face and thread, you want to do that on one side first, so that you're not gonna see it on the back side when you put them together. So I need to find a different green for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to quickly show you how to do the leaf. So, I want it this way. So I think I'm going to have it that way on the apple. So I want the front to be this. So I'm just going to do, I want to do a little like line down the leaf. So I'm just going to go in and out. We could do it like that, or if I wanted a continuous line.
Mom, your thread came out of the...
I know, I did that on purpose.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to show the back stitch. If you want to do a continuous line, you do what's called a back stitch, and I think we've done this in class already. So what you do is you go back to that first stitch, and then you go a little bit further. Go back to where your first stitch ended, and a little bit further. And that way, instead of going in and out and having the gaps in between, then you have more of a solid line.
Doesn't look solid now, but it will.
Well, it's not totally solid because I'm doing it fast.
It looks different on the camera.
And the reason why I'm only doing this on one side is because this actually looks kind of messy on the back too. So. Do that. There. I think that's good enough. So then I'm just going to do a notch through the loop, once, twice, pull. Now, this is too short to go around the leaf, so together. And then we're going to go back to the blanket stitch. Okay, Oh, haha. Quick tip for those of you who are new to me and teaching. If you're watching this, you'll notice something that is a little bit different.
Oh, yeah.
And I might be going backwards compared to the way that feels natural to you. I'm left-handed, which means I sew left-handed. And if going this direction feels weird for you, then go the direction that feels right for you. This is just the way I do it, and it's probably backwards to what most of you guys are used to, unless you're left-handed.
In that case,
I'm a little bit backwards.
if you are left-handed, good job.
But I do some things right-handed too, which is even weirder.
Scissors.
So I'm just trying to do this. I'm not going to put any stuffing in this one. You could if you wanted your leaf to be a little bit stuffed.